Usually when somebody asks what glaziers do, I pretty much just tell them that we put big pieces of glass in big buildings.
What a glazier does is put the windows you see out in the world today on all buildings, coming from schools, high-rises. We also put panel work on there for aesthetic reasons.
We range anywhere from doors to glass replacements to full-on new glass frames. I mean, we do mirror walls, we do glass handrails, but one of the most specialized things that we probably do are probably doors and door hardware.
It starts in the shop with us fabricators. We get material in the shop in like 25-foot lengths. We're chopping it up, prepping it. We're usually building the frames in the shop, which then we ship to the glaziers in the field. So glaziers in the field are gonna install your frames, caulk them into the openings.
A typical workday, we all get together on our job site. We discuss what needs to be done and kind of shoot a plan from there. Say it's storefront, curtain wall, if you're just doing finishing work like brake metal, caulking, it varies quite a bit.
A normal job site would run 7 to 3:30, and a lot of our guys do work all year long because we do a lot of interior stuff. You know, we do a lot of partition glass walls in offices. You know, on days when it's raining too hard for them to be outside setting glass, they try to have inside work for the guys. Do some interior caulking, brake metal to put up in the building, you know, something to keep them going. You know, you've got special jobs where it's a really high-rise building and you've got a swing off the side of the building and a swing stage, which is like what a window washer uses.
I was petrified of heights my entire life. I knew that if I faced it, I would be able to overcome it, and it doesn't always get easier once you're going up on a swing stage. You know, every time it is a little nerve-wracking, but I'm not terrified. I'm not gonna freeze up.
If you work in the shop, there are some perks. The guys that are in the shop do make a little less money, but we do have other benefits. You know, we have being in a warm shop.
Our trade works year-round, so it doesn't matter if it's snowing or if it's sunshine and rainbows outside, you will be expected to be working.
So the physicality of the work changes depending on what stage you are in of the job that you're doing. Installation of the frames, the setting of the glass, that's when the physicality comes into play. And then towards the end, the finish work that we do on a frame, and that's what needs to look really good. So that's where, you know, technique comes into play and taking your time. So our training has 160 hours of training per year for a total of 4 years. So we start with the basics. It's mostly certifications the first year, then a little bit of hands-on, and then the next 3 years after that, it's about 80% to 90% hands-on.
The apprenticeship program was a blast, in my opinion. You're being monitored while you're in the field as well. So everything you're learning, your foreman or whomever will kind of help dictate how your progress is, you know, continuing. And then in the shops, we do a lot back there when it comes to hands-on. And then of course there's the OSHA material. So there is a lot of book work, but it does pay out in the long run. It does teach you safety standards.
A person that is successful today in glazing is someone who is eager to learn new things each and every day, who comes to work and works hard and gives their best at everything that they do.
Not being afraid to ask questions, but always being ready to do the next step, showing the other people that you want to be a part of this field.
It's a good, solid living. I've been able to support my family and have great health benefits for them, build towards a retirement with a nice pension and everything.
I take an incredible amount of pride in every single day that I'm on a job. We are considered a finishing trade, so when that moment comes when you're walking away from a job, everybody can see the final product and you get to know that you put the cherry on top and made it beautiful.
The up and coming who would like to become a glazier, I would say that your name is everything, and you want everyone to know you for all the good things that you do and all the history you make in the trade. I would say don't hurt your reputation in any way.
If you're gonna be starting out in the trade, my advice to you would be work hard, show up on time, listen to the older guys that are above you, you know, watch them and try to learn by example.
Take it one day at a time. Don't make too many rash decisions on whether or not you like the job so you have at least a year or two in, because your decision could really change once you actually start getting the hang of what you're doing.
The advice I'd give is you need to buy a lot of warm winter gear, for one. 2, don't be afraid if you break a piece of glass, because you're not a glazier until you break your first piece of glass.